Greetings, I'm Epictetus, and this is Epic Tech. Today we are here with Interstellar Rift yet again, and Kitten. Hi.
Hello. Oh, I forgot how high you jump.
It's been a while. It's been quite a while since we have played Interstellar Rift and done a Tekilicious. As a matter of fact, there have been several updates since the last Tekilicious. And one of them added in some interesting new apparel. You are currently wearing a pumpkin head from Halloween.
I am Kitten, the Pumpkin Queen. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
But anyway,
you should probably take that off. And then a little bit of kitten cam here. This is
the Kitten Ken.
Yeah, this is what I look like right now. I've got the hat with the hand coming out of it.
I love it.
Those were only available during Halloween, but I think you can buy them on the Steam Marketplace, actually. I personally have like 3 of these hats. I think I'm going to be selling a couple of extra ones. But there's going to be more to come, and that's kind of exciting. You can have, there you go. You look like you again. All right. So, shall we show the folks what amazing things have happened in the last few updates?
We should, because there have been some really cool things.
There have indeed been many cool things. So here in the showcase room, we've got, well, first of all, this is update e0.1.53c1. Woohoo. Lots of numbers, letters, and more numbers.
So we're actually in the experimental just before release, I think.
Yes.
I think we're really close to release.
I think in the next week or so, we're going to be seeing the actual official release. So I've seen a couple of things that aren't quite done, but they should be done soon. Also, we're going to be showing you what's happened in the last few updates. So this experimental release is all about player drones, and we're going to be getting to those in a moment. But first, I want to show you what we've missed. So there have been new hydrogen tanks added. There's been an encyclopedia added. There's been new kinds of data cartridges that you can do all kinds of fun things with, and we'll talk about that in a minute. There's been new system events and just a whole bunch more. So let's just start rolling on that. I'm going to start with the encyclopedia because I think that's the coolest. So if you go into your main tab menu here, you will find the encyclopedia in the top left, and it lists every item in the game, how it's made. I mean, like lots. There's lots of things in the game. Actually, there's the large drone bay, and they haven't completely added in all the information about it yet. But if we go back to, say, the missile launcher, you can see exactly what it costs. So this is a faction data cartridge, which you can make with 25 silicon, 10 gold, 5 mercury, and a 3D printer. And what you can do with the faction data cartridge is go to a station, you place it in one of these guys right here that you will now find on many, I think, if not all of the stations. This is the data core terminal. You place it in there for a faction, and it will kind of hack into their system and download some information, which you can then take back to another one, typically on your own ship, I think, and decrypt it, which takes some time and power and all that kind of thing. And then you can sell it to that faction, or to your own faction, for money and, I think, rep with the faction, but I'm not sure about that last part.
I think you do get very small. Well, trading at all gives you...
That's true. That's true. But definitely it's worth a lot of money. There's also other cartridges that are for like mapping systems. So you throw it into a data core terminal on your own ship and fly around a specific system, and it'll slowly map the area, and then you can sell that back. And a few other things like that. They're kind of make your own mission kind of things. It's kind of what it is, isn't it? It's like build your own mission. Yeah.
Like, I want extra money, so let me go hack into this guy, steal their data, and return to my, my overlord and give them their dues or
or
whatever.
or I want to go and explore some other systems, and hey, I might as well do some mapping and sell those maps,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So if you, in the past, there's only really been a certain number of things you could do with the data core, and it didn't really warrant having all that much on your ship in the way of data cores. Personally, I never found it all that useful. Now there's a really good reason to have a data core terminal, as well as the expansion bays, which is this one over here. Now, neither of these are new. These have been around for quite a while. It's just they have new purpose with these new cartridges. So what do you say we pass through them all, which there's nothing really new in them all, but
Yeah.
if we head into the factory, we've got a whole bunch of new stuff because they have added in, let's see. Well, let's start with this right here. This right here is the small hydrogen tank, and they have added some really cool things. Actually, Kitten, could you go back and grab me some hydrogen? So it used to be that we had a small hydrogen tank, and there was no terminal on the front of it. It was actually just, you would either use it or not use it. Oh, thank you very much. Now you actually have to place it in the right spot. And that means some of your old ships may not function as you expected anymore when it comes to hydrogen tanks, because you can't just walk up to it in any place. You have to go to the access panel on the front, and then you can place things in there. Yes?
I just noticed the little indicator tells you how full it is.
Yes. So this is about half full, and it also shows the number up at the top, and they also have two different ways to get out the hydrogen. So you can either take one crate at a time, or you can take as much as your inventory will carry. In this case, it only had 4,000 in it, so it only gave me 2 stacks, but there you go. I like that. I think that's pretty cool.
One of the older updates also, if you notice on the right-hand side, added in like notifications of things that happen on the ship.
Oh yeah, like fuel depleted and new players join the ship. Yes, that's true. That little thing up in the corner there. So it used to be that there was a small hydrogen tank, and then the next size up was the giganto huge thing. And
it moves.
It moves. Yeah, it's kind of cool, huh? So they've added in 2 other sizes. This guy right here is considered the large one. The old large one is
Extra large now.
Extra large, that's right, yeah. So this is the large one here, and then over here is the medium. So it's basically 1 cube, 2 cubes, 8 cubes, and 12 cubes. So it gives you a lot more flexibility, but at the same time, you now have to make sure that this panel is accessible, and there's only 1 per tank. So you can't go to, just anywhere, and if your tanks are turned sideways, then you may have to go back and fix your old ships so that you can actually access them. The other thing they've added, you'll recognize the Rift generator. Well, they've actually added a small Rift generator. That's this guy right here. It does everything exactly the same, except it cannot use anything higher than regular xanthium. Xanthium is the fuel. If you don't know this, xanthium is the fuel that you use to open rifts. And there's xanthium, dixanthium, and tetraxanthium. And each one of them is worth 10 times the previous amount. The amount of fuel that you use is based on the mass of the ship, which means that if you want to move a ship that would cost more than 1,000 xanthium, you have to use dixanthium. 1,000 xanthium is the same as 100 dixanthium, which is the same as 10 tetraxanthium. There's a mass limit for the smaller Rift generator because of the fact that it can only use regular xanthium. That makes sense?
Yes, and it looks adorable.
It does, especially when you compare it to its big brother, which, honestly was meant for capital ships and that kind of thing. But now even your fairly tiny ships can have their own rift generator. All of that stuff happened in previous versions. And it's all available in the game right now, the public game. Now we're going to step into experimental land, because this is the drone bay. This is your absolute favorite thing in the entire world. I know this.
Yes, it is the most amazing thing I have ever seen. Okay, like I have been waiting this for a very long time, and when they actually added it, I have to admit it was better than expected.
I will agree with that. I had expectations. I did not expect the amazingness that you're about to see. But first, before we can actually show that, we need to put some parts in here. And I see you've already placed in tell me what these are.
Okay, so I placed in 2 of each part, and drones are made up of 4 fundamental parts. Combat parts, electronic parts, construction parts, and flight parts. So each part of a drone requires a certain amount of those items. Like you would guess flight parts for engine pods, weapons for the weapon parts, and so on and so forth.
Okay. And then I see over here it says required resources for selection, 2 of 12, 2 of 4, 2 of 4. So we need to get more stuff in there, don't we? So let me show you how you make them. In the assembler. Hooray. So it's an array of components, and you can find all this in the encyclopedia that I showed earlier. So if I click on drone electronics, then I can see that it's 150 silicon, 150 copper, 75 iron, and 5 gold. So I've thrown a bunch of stuff in there, and I'm just going to tell it to make one of these flight ones, because I want to see what it looks like in this. It's a box with a big F on it, or wing on it.
Looks like a wing to me, but...
Looks like a wing in the shape of an F for flight.
Yeah.
Let's do one of these. I'm betting it looks the same, but with, hey, look at that, with a little target on it. So that little animation that you saw right there, it's pretty cool, huh?
I love that animation.
Yeah, but it's nothing compared to the drone bay. All right.
That's true.
I grabbed a bunch of parts out of our vault, and I'm just going to dump them all in here.
All right.
So it looks like we need 8 more of these construction parts. You want to go get those?
Sure.
You're too slow. I'm going to go get them.
Okay, you go get them.
Okay, it looks like we have 14 out of 12 construction components, 5 out of 4 flight, and 4 out of 4. I think we're good, so can I hit the button? Okay, tell you what, button. That's the button right there. I'll let you press the button, and I will stand over here and watch.
You're going to want a different vantage point.
What
maybe over here. Because trust me, when I first watched it, I watched it exactly where you were, and I was sorry I did that.
Wow. Look at that. That was cool.
Oh, they just added this too. You see the
What?
front?
The what?
The little glowing light that was not there before.
Oh, really? It's bigger than you expect it to be for a drone. Like,
And these are the same drones that fly outside.
yeah, these are the ones that fly around and that kind of thing. Not like our defense and repair drones. Those are tiny little things.
No, like the combat drones that come to your rescue if you get attacked.
Yeah.
And you have the things. Hmm.
Okay. So now here comes the next fun part.
We can customize it.
That's right. So if we go over to, wait, what do you mean?
We can customize what we have on the drone.
Wait,
We can
really?
give it, yeah, we can give it engine pods, missile pods. We can give it a cargo bay. We can give it a mining laser or guns.
Wait, seriously?
Seriously, did you really?
Okay.
I've been trying
Well,
to get you interested in this.
I understood some of that. I didn't really get. Okay. Anyway, how do we customize this?
So on the left-hand side, you'll notice there's parts. The body. It looks like they're going to be able to. It looks like they're going to add different types of bodies too eventually, because they have a body selection area. So that might be cool.
I don't see a body selection area.
You don't see the. Can you
Oh,
not see the...
I had to hit backspace. There's no back button.
Oh,
That's
really?
interesting. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So drone body, none. Yeah. No. Okay.
Wait,
So
what does it do if you click none?
it just disappears from the screen, but it's, I mean,
Oh,
it's just
okay.
a selection, so it doesn't matter. So pods, there's engine pods and missile pods. I assume engine pods would make you go faster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, okay, that would add there. Or missile pods, which obviously would add missile capabilities. Then cargo adds a cargo container to the back. Neat.
Correct.
Bottom, you can add a turret. And then the top, you can have a top turret. Nice. And then there's no utility things. Oh, jeez. Would the squirrel please go away? We're trying
much
to record
obliged.
a show here. All right, back to it.
Right.
So it looks like they're eventually going to add additional utility things here, but there's nothing you can do there.
Yep. Right now, the things that the drone can do is mining, protect your ship, or it would you can deliver things. So if your friend's like, I don't know, 100 AUs out or something, you can actually, instead of teleporting it over, just pack up the drone in the cargo bay and send it off. And it'll go over, teleport it onto the your friend's ship, and come back.
But you can also do it as like a way to trade, right?
I believe so.
Because I'm noticing that like the HSC industrial complex is on the list for deliver. So if we tell it to mine, like if I tell it to mine copper ore, let's give it
It won't
some.
do anything.
Well, it's not going to do anything right now, I know, but so I'm going to set this up to do some mining. Engine pods, cargo container, a mining laser, and just for fun, I'll throw on a top turret. Ooh,
There we go.
you can color them.
Yep, and I colored it black and purple.
Yes, you did. Fine. I'll leave it just for you. Continue. Okay. So in order to do this upgrade, we're going to need a bunch more things. So, Kitten,
Yes.
thank you very much for bringing hydrogen. Let me show you something that you probably didn't know. So you brought over the hydrogen and you placed it into the drone bay inventory.
Yes.
But the problem is it actually goes in the drone consumables section.
That's true.
Yep.
But I put it in the drone bay section because I wanted you to put that on camera.
Oh, is that the reason? Okay, we'll go with
Yeah,
that.
because I actually did know about this stuff over here.
Yeah, there's also a maximum amount of space in the drone bay inventory, and I wasn't able to place everything necessary to do the upgrade.
That I also knew.
Oh, so you're just causing me problems. Okay, that's cool.
On
That's
purpose,
cool.
so you
That's
could
cool.
show off the features.
Okay, so let's hit start construction. Ooh.
And I've got a very good vantage point that I can see. I could until the engine part was put in front of my face.
Well, I'm going to move around this time and kind of watch from here. I think it's already done. Yeah, it just no.
Nope, it's putting on the bottom turret now.
Oh, okay.
Now it's putting on the top turret.
Nice. Oh, that was quick and easy.
Yep, now it's done.
And now it's done. Neat.
Don't launch it yet,
Okay.
because I want you to go downstairs when I launch it.
Downstairs. Okay. Where does it launch from?
It launches from here. Here, watch. Come down here, and you could stand like over here somewhere or something.
Oh, does it go down under here? I actually
That's why I want you
kind
to...
of was expecting it to teleport out.
Really?
Yeah. Because they do all the teleporting things, and... Okay. I can even see the little shield thing going on down there that's kind of to represent...
a force field, yeah.
A force field to keep in the oxygen and that kind of thing. Okay, hit it.
Wait, what do we want it to mine? I guess I'll just grab iron.
I already set it up for copper, but...
Oh, well...
Hit the button.
Alright, hitting button now.
Ooh. Oh, I really want to jump out into space now, and I know I can't.
Now do you see why I had you go down there?
Oh, that's very cool.
It looks so much better down there.
Oh, it's fine.
Now it's off doing its thing. Recalling the drone now. I love it because the little arm comes down to grab it.
Welcome back, sir.
Oh, that's cool. I can't believe they actually went that far.
Of course.
You notice when when the arm grabbed the drone actually shook as if it was being grappled.
Nice.
Right.
So did it get any copper?
It did, actually.
Did it really?
240 copper.
Nice. So if we come over here and we go to drone cargo. Oh, no.
No, you gotta...
Oh, it's over here. Over here. Drone cargo. Yeah, 240 copper. So I'm kind of curious. Can we deliver that to the industrial complex that's right next to us? Launch drone. Bye. Oh, that was weird. Oh. It like came back instantly. Okay, my theory is that it actually delivered somewhere on this ship.
It would make sense, to be honest.
I mean, we told it to deliver it here. I didn't get any money, so it didn't sell. There it is. There it is. That's awesome. It just teleported it on board. It just wherever it could.
Well, you know what that means.
What's that? What does that mean?
You can make like a deposit area and just shove everything over to someplace.
There's all sorts of things you could do. And I could now grab that and go sell it or process it or whatever I want to do. Eventually, I'm hoping they add like trade capabilities so that you can ask it to go and sell it for you. So you don't have to, actually go and sell.
Yeah. I mean, this is technically like the first iteration of it, so they could do some amazing things with it.
Yeah, they've clearly set it up for, future expansion and all kinds of capabilities. And I would love it also if there was a way to add multiple steps, so to go in and say, hey, I want you to go and mine X amount and then go over to that station and sell X amount. And I think we're a ways down the road before we can start doing that kind of thing. But I think that would be very cool to be able to set up kind of automatic systems for making money.
Yeah.
The Skrill attack did do a little bit of damage. That's okay. We're in admin mode. We can fix things. And this whole ship will get thrown away and a new one created next episode anyway.
Mm-hmm.
As the sign flickers in the background. And so, once again, the Split Polygon team has impressed with a new update and added a cool new feature that makes me excited for the future of this game.
Oh, I could just imagine, like, a fleet operation of, I don't know, say 20 ships even, or even 10 ships full of drones just come out, and the drones just start flooding the area to fight like a Skrill Queen or something.
Oh,
That's going to look
yeah.
amazing.
Oh, that's a really cool idea. So is it one drone per bay, or
Yes.
can you make a drone and then send it off and then make another drone in the same bay?
Nope, I believe it's one drone assigned to one bay. So you'd
Ah.
have to have another bay.
Okay. So if you want to have a whole bunch of drones, you have to have a whole bunch of bays.
Hmm.
So you're talking a giganto ship. But I kind of like the idea of a mining ship, instead of having a bunch of extractors, having a bunch of drone bays.
Now, I don't know if they're still planning this, but at one point in time they did plan two different versions, two extra different versions of the drone bay. One that opens forward and one that opens top. I
Oh,
don't know if they're
that
going to
would
go
be
through with
cool.
that. Hmm.
I'd like one that opens forward, because I kind of like the idea of them like flying out the side of the ship.
Yeah, very Battlestar Galactica like is just the perfect
Yeah.
thing for me. Just all of the drones shooting out like that, one by one.
I have a feeling that when this hits main branch and we upgrade the patron server, that we're going to see a lot more activity over on that patron server for at least a little while.
I really hope so, because
Yeah.
these drones are just to die for.
I know
Quite literally.
you've been talking about this drone bay since the first whispers over at Split Polygon, and you've been very excited about it. And you've
There's
been
only
trying
one
to get
thing.
me excited about it. And I'm like, yeah, no, I think it'll be cool. But now that I actually have seen it, I'm excited about it. That anyway, we've been
I guess
jabbering
that's
for far too long, so
fine.
I know. These are supposed to be short episodes, and I think we're because we put in 3 different updates worth of stuff, we're running a little long. So I'm gonna probably cut out most of what we just said, and we're gonna have to wrap it up until the next time. If you enjoyed this episode, if you were excited about some of these new features, hit that. What are you doing?
I'm excited about some of the features.
Good grief. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit subscribe if you want to see the next ones that come out. I'm going to just look the other direction, okay?
It's my version of hitting the button, though.
Is it?
Because I can't hit the button. I can't do a thumbs up or anything.
We can't. I know. We don't have any animations or anything. One day they'll have that, and one day we will start sitting on this couch.
One day.
And you gave me a starter helmet.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Anyway,
Feel free to hit the notification buttons to get notified of any videos and other Tekilicious updates.
Tekilicious?
I said Did I say Tekilicious? I meant Tekilicious.
I don't know. You said something. If you want to continue discussing this update, feel free to head on over to Discord, where you can either join the Split Polygon Interstellar Rift server, or, of course, in the description below, you can join the Epic Tech server and pop on by the Interstellar Rift channel and talk with other fans of the game. And as always, I'll see you next time on Epic Tech.
Au revoir.
Bye-bye.
I'll be seen.
Hey, low oxygen environment. There you go. Hey, it's not low oxygen anymore. Well done. Opening a door.
Yay! I fixed the oxygen issue.
Congratulations.
That door is still open.
Now let's delete the world.